way, and I'm very excited for this. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Tornite. As he said, I am Cass. The government name is Cassasaur. Thank you for being here. I am the head of social media here at Fast Paced Events, but today I am running as well. Shout outs to the Games Committee for that. This is the Dr. Mario and Puzzle League compilation for the Game Boy Advance that came out when everybody was doing this in 2005, which I'm not going to tell you how long that was ago. Anyway, this compilation, excuse me, is special to me because it has two of the most iconic puzzle series out there in Dr. Mario and Puzzle League. Puzzle League is good, don't get me wrong, but today we're gonna go see the doctor, who in Dr. Mario does practice gender-affirming care. Don't at me, I'm right. This port of the game is based off of the N64 version of the game, lightly based off of it. I will explain the differences here. For anyone who is not super familiar with Dr. Mario, it's a puzzle game similar-ish to Tetris, where you have to put at least 3 pills together with at least one virus to get rid of them, and they have to all be the same color. Easy to learn, but hard to master. Very hard to master. We'll get into this here. We're gonna do a standard 0 to 10 run of Dr. Mario here. So we're gonna go all the way down to 0. We're gonna go to high speed, and for those in the know of Dr. Mario, music is a big deal in this game. While we have Cube, or listed as Cough here, or in Quay Quay Sneeze, we could also play with no music, but we had a bid war, and that bid war was between Fever and Chill. So Tornite, which one won?
Well, I can tell you that this was a very close bid war. At one point, the lead was literally 1 cent, but with a $12 donation from a while back, winning out was Chill. So thank you everyone who donated for Chill and Fever. Thank you for everyone who donated. All proceeds going to Gate. So we highly thank you for all the donations. But yeah, Chill is the winner, which is kind of apropos the fact that we are in the middle of winter and it has been snowing over here in Northeast Ohio. So, you know, it's very appropriate for the time right now.
That is true. Yeah, it is snowing here also in the Twin Cities. I know it is summertime for some of us here as well, but thank you all. Yes, like Tornite said, Chill is my personal favorite, but I like everybody wins, like Charity wins, like Gate wins here. So enough with my yapping. We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. So the biggest difference between this version of the game and versions like in on the NES is the smaller playing field. So we start here with just 3 viruses to get rid of in level 0. Easy as that. The NES version and other versions of the game start with 4 and go up by 4. So this one starts at 3, goes up by either 2 or 3, depending on the level. Okay. Actually going pretty cool. No, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to jinx anything. Alright. So let's see here. Okay, level 2 isn't bad. So like I mentioned at the start, the whole idea is to get rid of the viruses as fast as you can. We do have a smaller playing field, which is good, but also it can be not good, because while you have less space to make mistakes, you also have less space to correct the mistakes that you do make, which makes it hard sometimes. And especially when you're in kind of a little bit of a pickle like I am here right now. Just a second. Okay. Once we get another... Oh, no, wait. We can handle this. We can... and I cannot be a potato. Here we go. Okay, we're just waiting on a red. Another reason why I like this port of the game is that the RNG is generally a lot friendlier than in the NES Dr. Mario version. Though that one is iconic. So no shade on that at all. Let's see. Okay. Actually not bad. Wait, hold on. There we go. Sometimes we have to pick our battles. While I get out of this level, Tornite, do you have any messages or anything that you'd like to say?
Absolutely. Well, we are, you are playing Dr. Mario, and obviously a big focus on that on the health. So I do want to touch on very briefly on Gate and Gate's work on health, focusing on supporting TGDI activists' effective engagement with technical and political processes concerning their health and rights. This includes engaging with the International Classification of Diseases implementation process at the WHO and country level, which is a continuation of Gate's leadership in the international initiative on depathologization that resulted in the removal of pathologizing diagnosis for trans people in the WHO International Classification of Diseases.
Words are hard sometimes. Thank you.
They are.
Yes. Yeah, a big part of gender affirming care is our healthcare. That's just that, and Gate is doing such important work right now for trans people around the world. So it's very important. Any donation amount for any of our incentives counts. This actually, funny enough, this is the third marathon that I've played this version of the game in this year, all of which have had bid wars, first marathon, Back to Black, Chill 1, second marathon, Midwest Speed Fest, Fever 1, so today broke the tie, which is very cool. I am very honored that people would donate for this silly incentive, but it's important, especially now, especially everywhere, it seems. You know what would be even cooler if I got the colors that I wanted? That would be extra cool. Okay, so in the midst of our yapping, we're already on level 5, which is technically like past the halfway point of the run, since it goes up to level 10. In these later levels, we'll see it get a little bit more difficult because the pill bottle size does not change. The playing field does not change, so... and you heard that alarm there, that'll go off when the game thinks that it's getting a little too high, but that's no worry. We're gonna take a... The cutscenes are my favorite part of any Dr. Mario game ever. I especially like this one because, as you'll see here, this is on high speed and the animation is of a turtle. I love it. Let's keep going. We have 5 more levels to go. We are already at 17 viruses to get rid of, which is not much compared to other versions of the game, since it only goes up by a few levels or a few viruses. We will end level 10 with... Level 10 has 29 viruses to get rid of, whereas in the NES version, it's like... I forget the exact number, and I'm going to remember it as soon as we're done. 44, I believe, but it's up there. Shoot! Okay. That's okay, we can handle this. We can handle this. Okay, these combos that I just made, like the one I just made, are super important. If you are able to pull it off. Because even when you're speedrunning the game, it's helpful. Especially it's helpful when you play like against somebody. There are certain parts of the game where you can play versus mode, or there's a story mode in Dr. Mario 64 where you can play with garbage things, garbage time like that, garbage pills.
Is the story mode literally just Dr. Mario telling you, please take care of yourself?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. If you have not yet taken your medications this time zone, please do so. If it's been a little bit since you have had something to eat or a glass of water to drink, please to change that. We appreciate you being here, but we appreciate you taking care of yourself just fine, just as well. As our dear friend Arvik likes to say, take care of yourself because you're worth it. So, that's doctor's orders.
And Mario is a doctor, as clearly stated in his title.
Yep.
By the way,
these are facts.
By the way, I also want to shout out everyone from the Midwest in chat who's also sharing their snow stories. I went to a hockey game yesterday, wasn't snowing at all, and then 3 hours later, my car was entirely covered in snow. So I am glad I am not the only one having the snow kind of rain down on me. And again, apropos of the fact that we are listening to the chill soundtrack of this game.
Very much so. You know, maybe in the summertime, if I run this somewhere else, Fever will be more apropos. And, you know, that's not to say that Fever isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. People who are in the know for Dr. Mario have their favorites. Mine is chill. But again, like we said, the most important thing is that we are all raising money for an incredibly important cause. And Dr. Mario says trans rights. So, we are already, okay, that actually worked. Cool, love that for us. We are already at level 8 of 10, so things are happening. This is, okay, where am I? It's actually not bad. Usually the alarm will stop once the game senses that you have gotten your things down to a reasonable level, as I did there. Go. It's not that. I will say the music for either all of the versions of all of the songs that we could have picked, it's similar to the runs from Friday, the Castlevania run on the Amiga, and the Sonic GBA Genesis run. Both, along with Dr. Mario here, are lovely ports of some iconic games. I'm happy to kind of continue that potato port block here. And it's cool to run here. I'm a little biased because I am staff on FPA, but these folks are cool. Alright, 2 more levels to go here, and so we are already up to 26 viruses to get rid of. One thing I also want to add about this port is that I find the smaller playing field to be somewhat of an advantage for people newer to the game. It's where I started, actually, just because it's kind of is a learning curve into the game, and I like it for that reason. Since I have been playing Dr. Mario, it's been a few years on and off. I have fully beaten this game, so 0 to 20, I did that. I have fully beaten the NES version, which was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in gaming, just because you may have seen like some pretty high quality gameplay. It can get pretty difficult if you're not careful. So, and if you don't put a lot of practice time into it, but okay. Finally getting somewhere here in this game.
I will say I'm in awe at like the high skill level is when it comes to like the higher levels and things, because I would get overwhelmed so easily, but this has been like really, really fun to watch as someone who is historically terrible at these types of games. Like, do not play me at Tetris, you will win. Actually, no, play me at Tetris if you want an easy win.
I feel that. Thank you. You know, it can be frustrating sometimes if you have, you know, not great RNG or if you make silly mistakes, but like, I find that to be fun about these games, at least, especially Dr. Mario. Like, I have played Tetris, I have played games in the Puzzle League series, but like, there's something about the Doctor that keeps me coming back. Okay, one more level here. A little bit off my PB, but when speedrunning puzzle games, that's really, I mean, PBs are important, don't get me wrong, but like, there's really not much you can do. You can only control what you do or how you play so much.
Gotta love the good old-fashioned marathon luck.
Oh yeah, that too. It's like, oh, you're doing this? Let me throw you some terrible RNG. Surprise.
QD, that has never happened to me before.
He said the thing. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's try it. Okay. So then this is the final level of the run. So once we get to, once we clear out the last virus, that'll be time, but got a little bit of a ways to go yet. It's not too bad. Oh. Okay, come on, there we go. There we go. Okay, almost done. It's okay. Alright. Okay, we're gonna move this to get rid of this so we can unlock the blues here. Maybe. Okay. That's actually good. Okay, get rid of the reds there. We have one more here, and then once we bring down this blue and yellow one, it is going to be time.
Wow, GG.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Whew, that was fun. I was kind of nervous going into this. I don't know why, but I think we did well. Cannot complain. So that was Dr. Mario for the Game Boy Advance, one of 2 ports for the GBA, my personal favorite. But just want to give a few quick shout-outs here. I will get better at this game when pigs fight now. Shoutouts to the Dr. Mario Championship community, first of all, for supporting me. They mostly dabble in the NES version of Dr. Mario, but they have welcomed me in with open arms, and I appreciate them. Shoutouts to my friends in the Binary Breakers, to the Latina and Hispanic speedrunning group that Tornite and I are part of. Shoutouts to my friends in Black and a Flash. Shoutouts to my team here at FPE. Y'all have been a joy to work with over these past couple of years, and even though we have wanted to put on an event for so long, I'm proud of us for putting ourselves first and like taking care of ourselves, because it's been a lot. We have been through so many things, but we have all supported each other, and like also, last but not least, thanks to you all for supporting us. Like, when we posted that we were going to be back for this event, we got so much love and support from all of you, and y'all have been bringing the hype this weekend as well. whether you're running, volunteering, just watching, donating, whatever it is. Your support means the world to us, and we could not thank you enough. So that does it for me on the runner side of things. But there's still plenty of marathon left. There's a game about tofu next. I'm super excited to see that. But yeah, keep donating, keep watching, sharing if you can. And thank you so much.
Yeah, I couldn't. I 100% agree. I couldn't agree any more with what you said, Kaz. I thank you everyone who donated. We've raised over $3,300 so far here at Fast Pace for Pride 2025, and we are very, very happy. And as Kaz has mentioned, we have some tofu action coming up later. But before we do, we're gonna take a short break, and I'm sure Dr. Mario would tell you. I'm sure Kaz would also.